Hi there, Bob here from Prohostcloud. In today's video, we are going to go over the process of signing up for an account, how to get your 50% discount through Prohostcloud, and then we're going to actually go into a video where we're going to launch a WordPress website from your control panel, and from there we're going to show you how to download a template and then how to edit it using a very famous page builder. The reason we're going to use Elementor, and the reason I picked this one first, because I think it's the easiest and the most intuitive. It's kind of, once you got it figured out, it kind of applies all over to everything, and it's a good learning tool. One to learn on. Once you learn this, and then the other ones, like we also use Divi and Gutenberg. I think Gutenberg of the three is the hardest, maybe. Divi is kind of the second hardest, and then the easiest would be Elementor, and that's why we're going over, because I want you to get into build not only launching and building your own website. I want you to be able to do it today if you want. Get started on it. So, without further ado, here we go. All right, so here we are at Prohostcloud, and at Prohostcloud, what we're going to do first is scroll down and check out our incredible deals. First, we do offer cloud hosting, website management. That's where we manage the entire website for you, and then website development. That's where we build you a website. And under the website management plans, you get a little discount from the website development prices. But anyhow, we are here to talk about getting your own cloud hosting and getting you started. So we're going to go into order now. And once you get there, you're going to have three options: the silver plan, the gold plan, or the platinum plan. Now, the silver plan does go for $5.95 if you're paying monthly. But if you're willing to pay 3 years in advance, look at this price, $106.20. That comes out to be $295 per month for the website. That's incredibly reasonable. $106 for a website for 3 years. Incredible. You could also pick the gold plan, where you can have 3 websites, or the platinum plan, when you can have up to 10 websites for $10 a month. And when you do that, it comes out to be $1 a month per website. That is absolutely insanely cheap. And that's not even what I'm going to offer you today. So anyhow, we are going to pick the gold cloud plan. So we're going to order it. Once we're in there, we have to pick a domain name, and I highly recommend that you really research this before you come here and try to put it in, because you don't want the domain name be too long. If it's too long, people aren't going to remember it to find your website. So anyways, we are going to do Prohostcloud demo. And then we're going to put the number 2 behind it. Why are we going to put the number 2 behind it? Because I already own Prohostcloud demo. We're going to do 2 and check the availability, and voila, there's Prohostcloud demo 2. Yeah, see, that's way too long. It'd be hard to remember that. All right, and we do have the .com. If you don't, if you can't find something close to what you're wanting to go along with your website, there are other options. But I only like .com, .net, .org, and .us is included in the freebies, I think. So if you to get it included, you got to pick one of those domains. But I heard .co is very popular, and the reason I don't include this one is because it's $32 a year to register a CO right now. It's popular. The younger generation's using it a lot. So they're. Anyways, once you find your domain name, you're going to hit continue. Then you got to, okay, so here's our package. All right, and what we're going to do, if you're going to use WordPress, I would not load this Weebly free builder on your site. All right, and then we're going to go to hit continue. Once you do that, ID protection. And ID protection is important because this protects your ID from spammers, from people trying to get your information just to sell you something or upsell you on something. So I recommend you add this to cart and then hit continue. You don't have to, and if you don't mind getting spam emails, spam phone calls, then you're good. All right, so here we are. The reason, the normal price is $259. We are going to give you a code right now to get 50% out. So if you apply the discount 50 code, discount 50, you could get 3 years of any 1, 2, or 3 years of service. Now this can only be applied once to the first 50 customers that use it. After 50, it cuts off. I have the coupon set for 50 customers. So once you go in there and use discount 50, look at what you would get for 3 years of hosting. It's $134. And then domain name is included. How can you beat that, right? All right, anyways, use the discount 50. Once you do that, you go to checkout, put in your credit card information, which I'm not going to do right now. I think you guys are all big boys and girls and you can figure that part out on your own. I'm just going to empty my card out real quick. We're going to go in here. We are going to delete this. Yes. And we're going to delete this. And I'm going to hit yes. And then I'm going to log out of my account. All right. So what we're going to do now is once you do that, it should take you to your login page, right? If it doesn't, you can always come to Prohostcloud, go into pages and down to login, or come over here to login and log in. And there it is, our login page with your email affirmation and the password that you set up. And we're going to hit log in. Now, make sure you write this information down and make sure that's an active email account in case you need to reset your account for any reason. All right, so what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to pick one of my accounts and we're going to install a WordPress website. So, okay, when you get into your account, you can see how much disk space you use and how much bandwidth you use for the month. And you come over here, we're going to scroll down into log into control panels, and voila, look at your control panel. Isn't that a beautiful thing? We are going to scroll all the way down to the bottom and we're going to launch our first WordPress website. How are we going to do that? I'm going to show you right now. All right, so when you come in here, if you are already currently active and you have other websites on there, as you can see, I have 3 already. But what we're going to do is come into install now, and your domain name should automatically come up here. Now, if you're right here, if you see this has anything in it, get rid of it, make it empty. What that does is that gives it a directory. And if people want to, if say the word home was in that directory, then people would have to actually type jriggerfitness.us/home to find my website. All right. You don't want that. You just want them to put in your URL, jriggerfitness.us, to be able to get to your website. Okay. If you put anything in there, or if there's anything in there, that could be an issue for you. All right. So moving on, down here, you can type in what kind of site, what your site name is going to be. Like this could be J Rieger Fitness, and then this could be a membership website, which mine is. All right, and then you're going to have to create an admin user. I recommend using something that people would have a harder time figuring out. Now, I'm just going to put the word admin in here just because this is a demo, and I will probably dump this once this video's over, dump this website anyhow. But you need to put something in there that's more secure. I recommend like even creating a second email address that only you use only for your websites, and then use that in there. For instance, maybe a Gmail or a Yahoo or a Bing, Yahoo or Outlook account. Okay, so if you create just that, and then you have that as your total admin, bingo, So anyways, up here, to get this off the J Rieger Fitness US, what you have to do is you have to put in If you're only have one domain, then that's what you're going to do. But if you have more than one domain, just open this up and scroll down to that domain, and that's where that install will go. All right, so here I'm going to get, you can put any email address in here you want. I don't want this one. I'm going to put admin, whoops, excuse me, admin at Prohostcloud. All right, and then a password. And our password is going to be today, Patty Whack with a capital P, Patty Whack, and then we're going to do 5 exclamation points. And like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason I'm doing this is, you know, I'm showing you how to create it, but this website will be long gone by the time this video actually hits YouTube, so it won't even matter. All right, and then we're going to go down. Now today, you could, if you wanted to install a theme right off the bat, you could. We're not going to do that. We're just going to go with the 2222 default theme, and I'll show you why in a minute. So we're going to install. If you scroll up a little bit, you can see the installation going on, and voila, look at that. Here we are. Congratulations, software was installed successfully. And if you go in the demo, you could see it brings up on the new page. Here's your website, and it says the JRigger Fitness. All right. And if you want to go into your admin, boom. And look at that. A thing of beauty, isn't it, folks? All right, so the first thing we're going to do now is we're going to go into our admin area. So we're just going to click this here, and it's going to take us right to our admin area. All right, and the first thing I want you guys to do is go into plugins, install plugins, and click, left click. And when it brings these up, let's just, this is active, so we're going to activate. So these are not active. These are just automatically in there, which you don't need these plugins. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to add new. And once you add new, I want you to go over here to search and hit starter templates. And right over here to the left. Now, Cadence is a pretty good theme, but I want to show you starter templates. They have literally hundreds of templates to use. Once you install, you're going to hit activate. And there it is. So we're going to look. So I'm going to show you really quickly how to download a starter template. You got to watch his little video first. He likes to talk. Or you can go down to build your website now. Boom. Now you got to pick an editor. And today we're going to go with Elementor. I like the block editor a lot, but it's not quite as intuitive as I think Elementor is. Now Elementor is a plugin, and it's a great builder, but it does add a little weight to your, weight. What I mean by weight, I mean code, and it slows down your website just a little bit, maybe. But it's probably the easiest. If you're just starting off, it's probably the easiest. It's very intuitive, very easy to use. The Builder Beaver, I'm not very familiar with. I've only used it like once, tried it once for a couple, and I liked Elementor so much I stuck with it. But now I actually use Divi, which is a paid theme. And in the future, we are going to do a block editor video, and we'll do a Divi video. Since I don't use Beaver Builder, I will not do a video on that. So we're going to select Elementor. And what it's going to do by selecting Elementor, it's going to bring up tons and tons and tons of why reinvent the wheel? They already create hundreds of templates for you. Why would you why would you need to build your own template when they're already done for you? Okay. And I don't know what kind of business you're starting. Whether it's e-commerce, you could go to e-commerce and check out all the e-commerce templates. Okay, and when you download these, it downloads the plugins with it. Okay, so you don't even have to like figure out which plugins go with what, but you can see. And if you want to see, now you're going to see the freebies along with the premium. Premiums are paid templates. They're not very expensive. I think they're around the $30 to $40 range. Maybe a few of them might be in the $50. I'm not sure. I've never purchased a theme. I've always used the free themes. Okay, the free themes are beautiful, well designed, put together. But let's just for the heck of it, I want to see how much. Let's click into a premium theme and see what's going on here. All right, it does. The theme is very beautiful. You got your shopping cart over here, your login here, your search engine here. Yeah, very nicely done. I mean, obviously, what kind of website is this? Shoe website. But you could, if you're selling, let's say you're a pet store and you're selling dog food. Or you're just selling dog, you just put pictures of dog food, maybe a solid picture of dog food there. You could put your different brands there. Yeah, this is a beautifully designed website. But as you can see, I wonder how much this is. This is a preview here. You can actually upload an image. Let's try uploading something. Let's drop a file in there. All right, so we're going to go into my documents and we're going to go into, let's go into, where's my t-shirt logos? Let's load up an Anarchy t-shirt. How about this? I see what this looks like. I might have to change my Enigma Apparel's website. This is a beautiful template. I really like it. All right, so we're gonna select and let's see what it looks like when it loads up my template. It's a little slow loading, and that's probably because it's not actually on my WordPress. We're just viewing it through theirs, and so it sends up the logo up here. Oh, that was the logo. My fault. Anywho. Yeah, this is beautiful. I really like this website. I might have to, after we're done, build myself a new website there. Anyways, yeah, you can, if you want to pay for a premium one, these are all the e-commerce ones, and you can see there's an absolute ton of them, and different styles, different ways to present your product. Here's another one I kind of like. Anyways, I know that the point of the video is to show you how to get free ones. All right, anyways, so you can go to if you want to create just a blog, you want to talk about something in life, whether it's the government, whether it's sports, whether it's about education, or whatever it is you want to talk about. These are the templates they recommend for blogging. All right. You can go over to business and let's see what they got for business. Remember yeah, very, very, very nice. I mean, look at this one. Here's one. Now, you don't have to load it up with cars, of course, but look at, you could put whatever, your main product is right there. And you don't even, you can put down, call us and your phone number or whatever. What we do. Yeah, man, this is awesome. I really, really like that website too. I think there's a lot you can do with these. I don't use a lot of stuff. Matter of fact, I have starter templates in my. I have some ones that I've designed for clients in my hard drive, so I hardly ever come here. And these are absolutely gorgeous. Wow. But anyways, so you can see whatever your business is, whatever your niche is, you can decide which one you like the most and then upload it. Here's local business. So if you're an electrician, plumber, technician, roofing, whatever, and they have all those down there for you, you can create one very easily. Personal care, salon, beauty, fitness, yoga, personal fitness. Very nice. And they're all free except for where they say premiums. And you can up here just, I think you can do just free ones somewhere. No. All or premium. They did away with the free. They used to have a drop down back a couple of years ago where it said all free or premium. I would just click the free, but obviously, you know, they want you to look at their premium because they're trying to sell you something too. That's the reason they give away is to try to get you to step up and buy a little bit nicer one. Wonder what one of these does cost. Not sure, but let's say we like great hair for all. I'm gonna go through and see how much. Oh wow, that's nice. Yeah, these are some beautifully. Why go ahead and create all this when it's already here for you, and a lot of it's for free, or you can pay a very, you know, probably modest price. Let's hit continue. If you hit continue, you can actually see this in a color scheme that you like. Let's say you have like pink and blacks in your theme, then it would automatically change them to pink and blacks. See how I changed everything to pink, white, black, whatever those colors were. Now well, anyways, I want to see. Let's scroll down. You can pick fonts, change the fonts. If you notice the top, how it changed, it didn't change these fonts here, but you can do that once you get it into your website in Elementor. You can change these fonts anyhow, so it's no big deal. And we're going to continue on. Unlock access. Let's see. Oh, so it actually takes you out of there and into. It actually takes you out of there and into Astra's area where you would have to probably put in your credit card information or PayPal information, get instant access. Well, here's the pricing. This is what I was after. Okay. So here they're selling, they upgraded you to Astra Pro. The Essentials bundles. Okay, so if you upgraded to Astra Pro, it's only $49, but that only gives you better functionality of Astra on your website. If you want the premium template bundle, you're going to have to do this one. And this looks like it's a 1-year fee. It's not a permanent fee. So for for $169, you can add 180 premium templates. All right, so that's the deal. Let's see this growth bundle. You get everything in the Essentials, Convert Pro plan, Schema Pro plan, Ultimate add-ons for Elementor. Okay, so they give you more functionality. Oh, this is annual. This is an annual plan. You'd have to pay $169 a year. To get a lifetime plan, it's $499. All right. So, big price difference there. I don't know if you want to spend this a year or not, but so you might want to go with one of their free themes. We're going to get out of there, and we're going to back out of here. And we're going to leave that. Oops, what did I do? We're going to go back into our demo. I went too far. Sorry, guys. All right, we're going to go back into plugins. Install plugins. We're going to go back C library, and I'm just going to go ahead and go through some of the freebies with you. We are back here checking out the freebies, and then we're going to download a freebie real quick. Let's do a restaurant one. Let's do this smoking burger. That looks delicious. So, and I'm hungry. So we're going to download this. Is that a premium? I do not want a premium one. Yeah, it is a premium one. Never mind. Let's just pick one. First of all, let's find fitness, because my wife's fitness instructor. We have 2 fitness websites out there, and I just want to, I think this one's okay. I'm not overly, I really like this one. I do not like this one, but I do like this one a lot. Just the look of it, feel of it. Okay, we're going to download this nature one right here. I like this. All right, so we're gonna skip and continue. All right, so after all this playing around, I just kind of wanted to show you so you could play around with it yourself a little bit and understand what was going on. All right, my first name is Robert. My work email is admin@prohostcloud.com. I am a intermediate expert. We'll put expert. I'm just going to put intermediate. I'm good at building websites, but I don't know everything there is to know, and I don't think anybody really does. When it comes to code, I'm horrible. I can do some minor things with code, but I'm not didn't go to school to become a website code developer. And I'm sure it's not terribly hard. I do know a little PHP. CSS. I have some minor scripts that I can insert, but I am not a code builder to actually build an app or website straight from. Now, my father-in-law, he builds code. He built his entire website's built from code he did himself. That's pretty impressive. Anyway, myself, and install active theme, import widgets, import content, share in, and yep. All right, we are going to submit and build my website. So now what this is doing is that website that you installed in your area is now, you're picking a theme, and this theme is something you're going to be turning into your website. And once this theme is loaded up with the Elementor plugin should be with it. And then from there, should be good to go. Congratulations! And this guy again likes to talk. He's actually part of Astra. I don't know if he's a big dude there or what. I see him a lot on YouTube, so I'm guessing he's just an employee. We're going to view our website, and now we're here. You see it's demo.jriggerfitness.us. That's how quickly you can upload. We are live and active. This is how quickly you can upload to the internet. All right. So we're going to pause the video here for a minute while I use the restroom and do a couple other things, and then we'll get right back to it. Okay, we are back, and as I stated, our website was instantly uploaded, all right? And now what we have to do, what I want to do is I want you to go into the dashboard and go into plugins. Now, if you remember, we only had the one starter template plugin. Now look what we have. We have Elementor, that's our page builder, and WP Forms Lite, all right? Now, before we go ahead and move on with this website, there's a couple things I want you to do. And the first thing is we're going to add a new plugin, and I want to show you how to add a security plugin, okay? So we're going to, I really like iThemes. And it's called iTheme Security, and we're going to install now. And the reason I'm having you do this now is I want to show you the plugins that I use to help secure my website and to make it as fast as possible. The next plugin I want you to search for is called Lightspeed. In a previous video, I showed you how to go into the control panel and enable the memcache and the Redis. So if I'll leave a link to that video down below. But if you don't know how to do that, those need to be enabled before Lightspeed will work. And you want Lightspeed cache We're going to install now and activate. All right, and we are not going to do any settings. We are not going to do any settings in the light speed, and we're not going to do much in the way of the iThemes now. We'll do that at either at the end of the video, or maybe I will create just a plugins video just to do that separately. I just wanted to show you some of the things that I use when I build a website, and I get them on there right away. You want to secure your website with iThemes right away. I really want to go into real. I don't want to just show you a quickie on this. I feel iThemes is a really good security system, and it's, you can get the pro version. I don't really think you need it. It does a really good job, the free version. But anyway, we are not going to go into this. I'm going to create a separate video for iThemes. And we're going to go back into our demo website. We're going to do, like I said, for the plugins, I am going to do a whole separate video on the plugins that I tend to use. The Lightspeed cache, it's got a lot of settings. Let me show you. You go into the dashboard, and it's got some basic functionality already. Okay, but I want to show you how to actually do the settings in this properly so it works with our servers. So we'll go over that another day. And I think, what's the security iThemes. I think I'm going to do that in a separate video. WP Forms Lite. We may do that today, or I may just, I may make this a two-part video and just do part one is just getting the website set up and how to use some of the plugins, and then the second video I think I'll go over all these. Anyways, as you can see, we have right now 5, and there may be one or more we will add in before this is all over. Because what we're going to do is I want to go to my website and visit my website real quick. And now that this demo.jrigger fitness is up, I want to control copy it, and I want to see how fast this is before I start tweaking it and doing stuff to it. So we're going to go to GT metrics speed test, and we're going to go down into, I think that's it, maybe not. Yeah, it's here. All right, so I just want to really quickly just see a freshly uploaded template to our WordPress website. I want to see what kind. I never did this before. I always wait till I'm done with the website and then tweak it. I want to see how. We have to get rid of this HTTPS. And we have to put up and the 2 slashes, and we're just going to put www dot. All right, so here we go. We're fresh out of the box, and a theme we uploaded from Starter Templates. This is an Astra theme. And I was just kind of curious to see how fast it is out of the box, and I'll show you some ways to tweak it. And so, I think we're going to get 3 or 4 videos out of this particular website build, because I do want to go over out of the box, not bad. B for performance and structure, a 2.3 load time. Well, that's partly because of Prohostcloud's Lightspeed technology that we just installed, and even though we haven't tweaked it and did a lot of the settings, it comes, when you upload it, it comes with like a preset standard, sort of say, and where things are sort of preset on it. Anyways, that's not bad. A B, the speed, low page. If you can, we're going to get this under 2 eventually, but right now let's go back to our website. All right, So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to use Elementor. Now, there's two ways to build a page. We're not going to use the block editor. If you hit this, it's going to take you to the back end and build, and we don't really want that. This is the back end of the website, and it says, do you want to build the block builder now? What we really want to do is you can get to building a page one of two ways. Okay, you can go in from here and edit with Elementor. You can get to Elementor, I meant to say, for two ways. We're at our home page, of course. We're going to go ahead and click edit with Elementor. We're not going to use the block builder to build this thing. All right, so here we are on the block builder, or on Elementor. This is a totally drag and drop system. Okay, page builder. And if you notice at the top, our header's gone. And if you go to the bottom, the footer's there, but I don't think we can do anything with it. Well, maybe we can. No, we can't do anything with it. Because right now what we're doing, Elementor is going to allow us to edit between the header and the footer, all the information in between. And it's a simple drag and drop system. If you go to the pencil on the right and then you go into that system, we all love nature. You can change that to whatever you want. You can say nature is beautiful. Oh, I misspelled beautiful. Look at that. Okay, guess what? It tells me just like it would on a Word document. And what can you do? You can right click it, open suggestions, and voila. Beautiful is there. So you don't even have to know how to spell. Okay? All right. Nature is beautiful. And then we might want to change this to maybe something like whoop. Oh man, typo. We're going to go back one. We're going to fix it. How easy is this? I don't like the capital T there, so I'm going to go back and just make it lowercase. I don't like that either. I hate this font. Oh, the font is horrible. You know what? Let's change the font. Okay, first of all, as you noticed, I like this. Nature is beautiful. We're in that row right now, and I actually like that font. It's smaller, but as you get it bigger, now. So what we can do is we can actually go in and change this font. You can make the font whatever size you want by HTML tag. You want to leave, it's hard to explain in a matter of a minute here, and we will do SEO optimization in another video. But basically, you want only one H1 per page, the title of the page, because when Google and Bing and Yahoo and other search engines index your website, okay, they look at that H1 as what's contained on that page. And then when people are doing search using their search engines and they type in exactly save the earth, you will rank up there to whatever. I mean, you know, you'll be high on the list because you have this right on your page. But if you put save the earth as H1 and I don't know, build new cars save under H1, and another H1 you use windows are beautiful, let's say. All right, I don't know. Then you won't rank, because if you have more than one H1 on a page, it's gonna like just totally disregard that page. You only want one H1. This one here, and then H2s, I wouldn't go crazy with them. Is this an H1 too? Yeah, we're gonna bring that down to an H2. All right, and then, you know, all this smaller text can be easily fit. But anyways, I just want to go in and I want to show you how to change this font here. Okay, so we're going to go into. All right, so very quickly, I just want to show you how to change the font here. So, okay, I like this nature is beautiful up here, but to save the earth, not too crazy about it. So we're going to go in and edit heading. Once you go into the edit heading, and this works for not only the heading section, but also the editor as well. Go into style. You can go ahead and change the color if you want right here. But if you go down to typography, this gives you your custom. This gives you your editor. And when you go down to editor, you see the first thing you see is family. That's going to be your style. You can open it up and search for what you want by hand, or if you know what you're looking for. I'm going to look for something called Poppins. There it is. And then you see how it changed that font. Much more subtle, but you can see also what you can do with the font down here. You can change the weight and make it thicker, or make it, if you like, prefer it thinner. That looks nice. You can go to style and make it normal, or you can do italic. How about oblique? You can underline it, overline, line through. Yeah, you do line height. You can do letter spacing. There's a lot you can do with this. And once again, hey, if you don't like what you do, then just go in here into the history, go back, and go back down and change it to there, change it to there, change it there. Then you're right back where you began. So, that's how you kind of can change the font. And if you go down here, you can change this font as well. Same thing, this is the text editor, but just go into style, go into edit under typography, and then bring up your whatever kind you want. Go to Poppins, boom, and you just change the font. And once again, you can change the weight. You can do the style, decoration, line height, spacing, so forth. I don't like what I did. I'm going to go down to history, and I'm just going to come to here and back to where we were. All right. So that's how you go ahead and change all the font typography. I'm just going to leave it as primary. Oh, look at that. I don't like that either. Is that still one? Let's go back, make it secondary. That's not too bad. I think the spacing is kind of close together. So you know what I'm going to do? I am going to drop in between this and this. I am going to drop a spacer. So to be able to do that, come up here. This is your widget area, and it gives you all the different types of widgets you can use. Some of them, like if you scroll down, you see some of these are only for the pro version. This is the general widgets, and then where this is the one of these. Here it is, pro. So if you don't upgrade to the pro, you can't use any of these widgets. But the ones on top and the ones after it, you can, and it's usually enough. It just depends what you're after or how elaborate you want your site to be. But one of the widgets is a spacer. If you see it right here, we're going to grab this, you left click and hold, and then you just drag this to where you want it. And right between nature and save the earth, we're going to drop that spacer, and look at that. Now you can adjust the size of the spacer just by dragging it this way or back this way. I just want enough space to make it look, see, before the spacer was there, it was kind of on top of each other. I think even down to 10 is enough to make it look better. But I do have a problem with this font here, so we're going to change that there. And we're going to, we're going to up the font a little bit. We're going to go back into style. If you go, okay, so as a secondary font, we're going to open up the editor. And as you can see, you got this drag bar here. And this will resize and you can put it to whatever size you want. I think right around 100 is beautiful. And look at, now we have some spacing in there, and the text looks much better. You can go ahead and now these ones here, you can change these to whatever you want these to be. Look deep into nature and you will understand everything better. Nature is beautiful, save the earth. Yeah, we'll leave that, I guess. It goes with the theme they got going here. Oh, I do want to talk about this button real quick. Okay, so here, buttons can be changed as well. You can kind of change the button to whatever you need. You can make it go left. You can make it go right. You can make it go back to the middle. But, you know, this is a call to action, okay? You want to put some sort of call to action on, if you're selling something or persuading somebody of something or convincing them to do something, you need a call to action on almost every page. And buttons can be your friend. But too many buttons on a page can be your enemy. I would just say, you know, this is your landing page. You want to like show people to do something. Let's just say up here in the left hand corner where my cursor's moving, we're going to back out of get started there. You see that where it says text, back out, and we're going to put something like let's learn, or let's just do learn more. Boom. All of a sudden, you know what though? I don't like the yellow. I think the yellow is horrible, right? So let's go into style, and we're going to go into color. So go down to text color. Well, let's go into text color. We're going to change the text color from whatever that is. We're going to make it more natural looking, like a green. Yeah. But now green on the gold or yellowish doesn't look too good. So we're going to do background type. And we're going to go down to color. And we're going to do green on, let's say, more of a darker color. Yeah. I don't know. Now it kind of blends in the background so they don't really know it's a button. I don't know. Maybe we need a border. Okay, so if you go over here, you say border type, and you say none. We could do a solid border. Double border. Where is that going? All right, so yeah, I think we're going to add a border to this. You could do a dotted border. First of all, you can do no border, and then you can go a solid border. But as you notice, there's really no border shown. Well, that's because of the width of the border here. Now, you can either link the values together, and you can just do them all together, and now you can see your border, right? Or you can do them independently. Maybe you want the top, so you can unlink the values and just go... it's easier just to type the values in. We'll go 10 on the sides. That's left and right. And then maybe 5 on the sides. And there's your border. That border is way too big. So we're gonna link them all together, and we're just gonna go down to 1. There. Now it separates it a little bit from the background. I still don't like the background color. Let's go back and change that. That's horrible. Oh, we'll go into no. Sometimes you just got to play until you get it right and it looks good. No, not really. Let's do it again. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. It's a little bit lighter. It's like translucent or transparent, and then you can kind of see the background a little bit, and then you got the border around it. Okay, let's update that. So every time you make a change, if you don't update and you just leave this page, it's going to go back to the way it was. So you have to update. And then to see the page, you come up here to the builder and just view the whole page. Now you can make, well, we'll come back to that in a minute. Yeah, that's much better. Nature is beautiful, say the. Now, we're going to scroll down, and you can see, I want to show you how to change a picture, all right? Changing a picture is pretty easy. But we can't really do anything because we're on the page itself. We have to go back into the Elementor Builder and left click. Once you're back into the Elementor Builder, yeah. Well, I love this picture. We'll go. Let's see if we can find a different picture for this here. Let's say our theme is nature, but we're selling something else. I don't know. Okay, so if you click this picture area, it's going to bring this image up. To change the image, all you have to do is go onto the page and then choose image. And once you choose the image, it'll give you a bunch of pictures. All right. Let's just, here's a nice, I like this one here. Let's add this one. And we're going to insert the media. And voila, that's beautiful. Kind of the blurred background, and the focus is on the leaf or whatever that is. All right. So once again, to save that change, you got to go down to update and left click. But you know what? I think that picture's maybe needs a caption. We're gonna do a custom caption. Enter your. Look at that. Okay. Well, this. Now they'd have no idea what we're selling yet. Oh, but we know a trial is only $9.95. Now we'll get rid of that. We'll put in a different caption. I'm not a tree hugger or anything, but it kind of goes with this theme. All right, so save our resources. And then if you wanted to add a link, so if you want people to be able to click on this picture and go somewhere else, you can add a link. You can add a media file, or you can do a custom link and you just put HTTPS. Here, let's go to another part of our website. Okay, first we're going to update. I want to show you this real quick. Let's say we want to take them to, let's say we take them to Enigma Apparels. Enigma Apparels happens to be my fitness, or I'm sorry, my t-shirt and hoodie business. All right, so you can copy any address you want. We're going to get rid of that page and get rid of that page, and we are going to put our custom link in here. Control V, and then we're going to hit update, and look at all of a sudden what happens. We're going to go back to the view page. Oh, wait. I wanted to show you one more thing. You can have, I don't know about you, but most people, you want to keep them on your website. You don't want them connecting to something else and not being able to get back to your website. So what I like to do is we're going to edit the page again, edit with Elementor. And once we're back to Elementor, I like to bring things up in a new window. So the way you do that is, okay, we're going to go down to that custom link we just created. We're going to edit that, and down below you hit this little setting symbols, and then you open in a new window. You don't have to. You can make the page go to where the link is, but I prefer to do it in a new window. You want to, if you're selling something or convincing something or want people to read something or do something or take some sort of action, you want to keep them on your website. And so bring it up in a new window. I like to do that a lot. And I every time I build a website for a client, that's what I do. All right, so we're back here. We saved it. We're viewing the page again. And we're going to scroll down and we're going to click on that link, and voila, brings up a new window, and there you are at Enigma Apparels, and we are selling stuff. Okay. Oh, and by the way, if you go to enigmaapparels.com, you like any of our shirts, I'll give you a 10% off. Use the discount code, coupon code discount 10. Just kidding, folks. All right. Anyways. All right. So, this is, the theme of this website's actually a web designer. If you notice down here, web designer, graphic design, content, but you can make it anything you want. You can make this a restaurant website. Here, let me show you. Forget all this right now. Forget this up here. Even forget the font. I just want to load. Let's find a picture. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to just give this the appearance of a different type of website. All right, and so what I want you to do is go to, bring up a new tab and go to www.pexels.com, royalty-free images, okay? If you do that, you'll be able to get a royalty-free image and upload it to your website. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know, what kind of restaurant website? Oh, burgers, yes, absolutely. So we're going to download this image, and it downloaded, and they say thanks and would you like to donate? And of course I don't today. We're gonna go back to our website. And we are going to actually go back into the builder. And once we're in a builder, what we're going to do is go up here. Each area has a theme or a section. And each section is controlled by this little thing up here, these little dots. So we go up to the top section, and we go into style, and in the background you can see the image. Okay, we're gonna upload that image that we just got, and so you go into the media, you upload image, and I think that downloaded to my downloads files, so we're gonna go into my downloads files and just pick up the pixels, and we are going to then insert that media once it's uploaded. There it is. Look at that. We just took our beautiful nature scene and we turned it into a burger joint or a restaurant of some sort. Just changed the font, just like we went over earlier, and voila, you have a burger joint. And then you can change all these, and if you go to like pexels.com, you can get as many royalty-free images as you want. Let's do one more. I'm going to change one of those other pictures out. Oh, of course. Nah, nothing healthy. Nah, we can't do. Oh, this looks wonderful. We are going to free download that one. And we are not going to donate today. And we're going to go back to our home page. And we're going to click into this bad boy right here. We are going to upload another image from our computer. Select file. It's this one. Once that's in, we are going to insert the media. And look at that. Woo! That looks delicious. And you can change your pictures like that all over your page. You can edit any one of these just by clicking into the little pencil up top. Changing it, going into style, changing the text color or the typography. Even the stroke, like let's add a little shadow to this. Watch, we can make it a little blurry shadow. We could do horizontal. That's kind of cool. Put it back. Or just have it at 0. We don't have to have any blur at all. We can realign our services. We can make it vertical. So there's a lot you can do with your font. We're gonna update that. Scroll down the page. Is there? Oh, I want to go over these real quick. These are they come from our library here. If you want to change, it's not a font, it's a icon. If you want to change an icon, you can go in your icon library. You can add an icon anywhere, but just to go in, change, it'll bring up the icon. Oh, no, these ones are actually, this particular one is a quote sayings that they've added in. So what I'm going to do, watch this. I'm going to get rid of this. Right, to get rid of something, an entire block like this that's inserted, just right click it and delete. Now let's see if we got icons here anywhere. Scroll down. We're going to search widgets and we're going to do icons. Boom. We're going to insert icons. Oh yeah. And now we can go into our icon library and we're going to type in quotes. And we're going to add these in. Insert. And voila. So we just took a actual image and we turned it into an icon, and it serves the same function. Once again, you can delete any section. Let's say you don't know who this person is, and this is a quote by somebody you know, but you don't have a picture of them, and you don't want to put someone else's quote with someone else's face. Just get rid of the section. Just go right click and delete. And then you can, you know what? I would make that name bigger. So scroll down. You know what? I really hate this here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete this. And we'll say it's J Miller. So we're going to delete that section. And you know what? I'm going to add in my own text. All right. Whoops. This is a heading section. I don't want that either. All right. We're going to delete that. See how easy this is? We're going to use the text editor. All right. That's better. And we're going to get rid of all that. And we're going to put Jane Smith or whoever we have the quote from. And notice how it's all the way on the right. Now all we got to do is scroll down a little bit. Scroll down here, I mean, and center that. Up here. That's left. That's middle. All right, Jane Smith. You know what? You know what? That just doesn't look right. I think it needs to be bigger. So we're going to go into style. Here you can change the text, the alignment. Make a different color. Typography. I'm going to go in advanced. And in advanced, let's see here. All right, I think that looks better there. I put a little shadow behind it. It looks pretty good. Anyways, I just want to show you this real quick. If you go, let's say we're in our layout and we're in content area. Here's our Jane Smith, and you don't like anything you've done, and you think it looks horrible, and you want to go back to a previous version. All you have to do is go scroll down here and find history. All right, and when you go down, you can scroll down the history here and go back to a previous version of anything. Yeah, like these, you could go back and put the original quotes in there. It keeps See how it changes it back? Yep, all the way back to there. So here we are. All the way back before I changed anything. All right, so you can, that's just a little history. Also, I want to show you responsive mode. It's very important today with all the mobile devices. They say about 60% of all visitors will come from mobile devices. It's important to be responsive and being able to fit on their page. So if you wanted to see what it's going to look like as a tablet, all right, and then, yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Not bad. Okay. It's not horrible. All right, but how will it look on a cell phone? So we go up here and click the little cell phone button. Go all the way back. Yeah, I could live with that. It's not bad. Not bad. All right. But if you need to change anything and you change it in this mode, it doesn't progress backwards. It won't change. You can change something and it'll fix it here, but it won't go back and change it on the tablet. Okay. So yeah, that looks pretty good anyhow. So we're just going to update changes and we're going to save and we're going to go back to view page. Now, every time it won't view page on a tablet mode or cell phone mode or small device mode or whatever they call that. Now it will only show back on the main window. All right. So far, we've looked at how to change the font and how to change pictures, how to look at it on a mobile device. I think that's about it as far as the page builder goes. Next thing I want to do is show you how to fix this. All right, so to change, or let's say you absolutely hate this, you can go back in, go into dashboard, and then come down to appearance, and then go into menus. By going into the menus, you're going to be able to, I don't know if you can switch the original menu around or not, and if it will actually change it. Okay, so I just switched the about and the service. So let's see if that changed it on the page. You might have to create a whole new menu to be able to do that. So we're gonna go back to the page, visit page, and service about, and whoop. I want this twice. Hold on, Control, and we're gonna. And we're going to flip this around here. All right. We're going to go back to our dashboard. And we are going to go down to appearance in the menus. And our menu should say home, service, about, and contact. And on the page it says home, service, about, and contact. So if I go back here and I flip it around, and I want my contact second, we'll say save menu, and we're going to go back here. We're going to refresh the page, and our contact should be second, and it is. See, so yeah, you can go in, switch any page on the menu you want. Now to add a page, all you have to do is go in here, go to all pages. You can do it one of two ways. You can add a brand new page, and the way you do that is you can copy any page that you want and recreate it. I like to create them from new. So what I do is I just go up to the top and add a page, and then you name that page. Let's call this page burgers, for instance. And then we're going to publish, and then publish again, and then that creates the burgers page. Now when you edit it in Elementor, it brings you to the burgers page and adds all those crazy theme Okay, now you can add a widget, or you can actually add a whole new page added in by going to the starter template. All right, so we got ours from nature. You could do that. You could go to a different template. Just for the sake of it, I'm just going to go into the nature template, and we're going to use, how about the services page? Yeah, we're going to import that template. It has the same kind of feel and design as the rest of our website, because that's where we got it from in the first place. And all of a sudden you have a brand new, okay, I like it. We're going to update it. And we're going to go view. All right, good. This is the burgers page. Now I could throw a picture of a burger in here or whatever I want. I could change all that. I can add something here if I wanted. Change, you know, this could be the supreme burger, the deluxe burger, the half pounder, whatever you wanted. I mean, you can. Creativity is all up to you. So, but let me show you something. Okay, so we're going to go back into our dashboard, and then we're going to go back down to appearance, back into menus. Now that I've created that new burgers page, all right, it should be there. It's right here, okay? And so we're going to click it and add to menu. And there it is. And we want our burgers. Okay, we're a burger joint, so we're going to have it second. And I really do like this contact last. So we're going to do that. We're going to save menus. And then when we go back to the menus and refresh. Oh, now we got home, burgers, services, about, and contacts, just the way we put them on our backside, our back from the appearance area of our dashboard. All right. So, we're going to add a new logo. I hate that logo. I don't know what it is. Typically, we should, yeah, let's go ahead and make a new logo first. So to make a new logo, what you're going to do is you're going to go into logos. All right, so what we're going to do is type in logo and then maker without an E. MK. All right, we're going to scroll down. They always put their advertisements first until we find the logo maker without an E, which is right here. See it? Logo maker without an E. And we're going to go in. This is a free logo maker. And you can start your design. And I'm going to type in, since we're going with the theme of food or burgers, we're going to create a new design, search over 3 million graphics, and we're going to type in the word burger. Whoops. And there we got some burgers. I like this one. Yeah, this. Yeah, let's go with. I don't know if this is a burger or a hot dog. It's supposed to be a burger, but it kind of, if you look from the top, it kind of looks like a hot dog on a bun. We're gonna go with this one here. All right, so there's our burger, and since my name is Bob, we are gonna call this Bob's Burgers. Whoop. All right, and obviously that doesn't go. I don't, I forget what our colors are. We're kind of a black, white, green, and yellow. So we'll go with that theme there. We'll make over here you can make the font whatever color you want. We're going to center this a little better. That's not too bad. All right, yeah, it's horrible. It doesn't look right. All right, but so we'll call this. You know what? Let's just get rid of it. We're gonna edit this. Here are the burgers up here, and then we're gonna add a second text, and we're gonna put this down below. And change that to black font, and we're gonna move this down below. It's not too bad. Yeah. You can change the style of the spacing, the line height, letter spacing. You can make it wider. That's not too bad there. But you get the idea. So you could create your own. And then when it's time to save, you just come up here to the little save logo. And then they're going to ask you to upgrade, and they're going to want you to get high resolution. You know, first of all, you really don't want high resolution for your logos because they pop up on every page, and you don't want something that takes too much space or takes too long to load. It slows down your website. So we're not going to go that route. And then it says download low resolution PNG file. That's what we want. And I accept the concerns and accept the terms and conditions, and we are going to accept. And it downloaded to my website, so we're going to go out of here, out of here, out of here, and we're going to come here, and we're going to go. Oh, you know what? Let's upload that. Let's go back to our dashboard. We're going to go to media and hit the library. And by going to the library, you can upload images at will. We are going to add new, and we're going to find a source, and that's going to be our logo maker we just uploaded. And there it is. It's already up. See how small the file is? It came up in like a second. And then we are going to, that's it, I think. All right, so since the image is there, we are going to go back into our website, and we are going to customize this logo. So you hit customize. And once you, now there's a couple things you have to know. First, you can go into the header builder. The header builder, and it says site title and logo. Go into there, and you see we're going to change the logo to our website. It's checked, and boom. Once again, you have to open it up, or the text will not be included. Now, when you're working on white, it's really hard to see. We're going to crop the image and insert. And there it is, Bob's Burgers. Not too hard to do, right? All right, and now, you know, if you wanted to just bring up anything, here's your logo, here's the whole section. Here's the logo, so it'll bring it back to the logo. If you wanted to edit your configure the menu, you can do that from here. And then finally, if you wanted to change the phone number, we could put, I live in area code 814, and then 452 up. We don't have the spaces in between, and then a dash 6311. 814-452-6311. I dare you to call that number. That's our time and temperature in Erie, Pennsylvania, by the way. Just put that in there for just to give you a demonstration and show you. Anyway, so as you can see, we've changed the header. We've configured our phone number, all from this. And before now, if you just left this page, this would not be a thing. It would go back to revert back to what it was. You have to publish and then X out of that publish, and you'll see the whole page. All right, the next thing I want to show you are blogs and what you would do to post on a blog. So if you go to your dashboard and go into pages, or no, I'm sorry, go into posts. All right, you see this beautiful hello world, and we're gonna view that page real just quickly, and this is what it looks like. Okay, not too attractive, but this is your basically hello world post. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go back. We're gonna create a new post, and by doing that, we're gonna assign it a category, and then you could take each one of these categories and put it in your header, and so people could look at that, or you could put them all together on one page if you wanted. You could leave them uncategorized, like you see this one is uncategorized, and you can, or you can have them categorized, and that way people could, you know, go into each category. Let's say if you're starting a sports blog and you want to talk about 4 different sports, 5 different sports. Let's say you could talk about professional football, baseball, basketball, and I don't know what other kind of hockey. Let's say you want to talk about those 4 sports. You could create 4 different categories, and people could read articles that you write about those particular categories. So I just want to show you how to create a post and create a category. And so if you go into post and add new, we're going to add a new post, and we're going to call this post football. Everybody loves football, right? You could, if you're talking about NFL football, you can go NFL football, whatever you want. Okay, then you can add maybe a picture of whatever. Now we're using here what's called the block editor. You could actually do it here, or you could publish it and edit with Elementor. Okay, so we're going to actually enter this, since with this whole video has been about Elementor. We're going to go ahead and edit with Elementor. First thing we're going to do is add a heading. And let's talk about, our heading is the New York football teams. You know, there's a couple of them up there. I'm not advocating for NFL football, or I'm sorry, New York football. I'm actually a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, but I just thought, you know, a lot more people in New York will go with, and they have 2 teams, we'll just go with that. And then you can go ahead and go into your widgets, drag a new element. Let's put a pic. So, well, let's go into how to create a column first. I'm going to eliminate this. All right. If you want to create a column, all you do is add. So, for instance, like this, and you can, by adding a column when you're building a page, you can add 1 column like we just saw. You can have 2, 3, 4. You can have offset columns, 2 and 1, 1 and 2 offset columns, 1, 2, or 2, 1, 1, and then 2. You can have 5 small columns, you can wider columns, whatever. I mean, they give you a lot of structure styles. If I'm writing a blog, I'm going to do maybe something like this. All right. And by doing this, you know, I could maybe add some, I could add a picture here maybe, or text here, a picture here. You could do, you know, another popular one is the side by side or the offset by side. So something like this, where you could do your text here and your picture here. Let's go ahead and go to our widgets, and let's drop a text box here, and then let's drop a picture here. All right, now I'm gonna go back to nah, I don't want to do that. Let's just add any picture here. So we're going to go to our pictures. We're going to add this guy. Let's add a guy that looks like a football player. Maybe this guy. Maybe he looks like a football player. We're going to insert that. Maybe he's a defensive back or something. And then you can talk about your articles. You can type whatever you want. Whoops, sorry. Here we go. The New York foot Once again, I am not a New York fan, but I don't want to offend anybody. And then you can write your articles, and there's your blog. Lorem Epsilon generator. We're just going to grab some text out of there just to like fill it up, just so we can kind of show you what it would look like. Go back to our editor. We are going to go back here, Control V, and there's our article. Now from here, you can control, or you can go into style. You can change if you wanted to make it a different, darker tone or color. Even if I would highly recommend that you make it dark on light, just so people don't have a hard time reading it. My stepfather once told me, I was putting like gold on white and gold. I thought I could read it fine. He said he had really difficulty and he wasn't going to sit there and read it. So, and then once you're done with that, you could put this article here. You could create another article here by putting another title. Now remember, you're going to want to leave this one a 1 title. I believe this is 1. No, H2. We can make that an H1. It's going to enlarge a little. And then the rest of them, you're going to want to make H2s or H3s just for Google ranking. If you put out too many, if you put more than one H1 per page, Google will just disregard that page and won't rank it. All right. Anyway, so you can add another heading, and then add another section, and then we can go something like. Let's go this way, and we'll put, I made the wider one here, which we could add a pic. You can add your heading here, and we'll call this the NFL rules. That's a good title, I guess. And we can put another photo here, and I don't know. Let's see if we can find something that's non rules. This looks like something that'll be in the rule book, right? And then here, well, that's actually a logo, so let's just get rid of that. We'll do, how about this? This scene looks good. We'll insert this media here. And then over here, we're going to add some text. And then over here, we're going to add an icon. So we're going to just type in, under widgets, we're going to type in icon. And we're going to pull an icon out of it. And I don't know, what kind of icon do we want? Let's see if they got a football in there. Yeah, they do. So we're going to insert that, and voila, we got our second article. Okay, so you can see it's really not that hard to post. We got some Lori Ipsum text there. There's our article, and voila, we got 2 articles already, and you can go on and on and on about football. And if you want different categories, well, anyways, so after we publish this, we're going to create a category for it. And we're gonna go back into our post. Let's look at let's view the page, and you can see how beautifully designed post that came out. Nice blog. Going to go back to the post itself. Go into all posts, and then find that article you just wrote. And then we did NFL football, right? Now we're going to categorize it. You can do this one of 2 ways. You can go into the quick editor and just check a category you already have. So we can uncheck category, uncategorize, and just check it for football, and then hit update. And once you do that, And you could actually create another category by going into categories and then just adding a new category. So we got football, we got uncategorized. Let's just call this one let's call this one baseball. So if you wanted to do baseball articles or whatever. All right, and then the slug would be baseball, all lowercase, no parent. You can put a description if you want, and then add new categories. And then over here you can see now you have the category baseball, football, and uncategorized. Now, if you wanted to make a post page for each category, you could actually create that by going into the page, view the page, and then you're going to get a URL up top that says with the slug baseball. Highlight, control copy, and then you could, let's go in back to our dashboard. We are going to go back to our site. Oh no, I'm sorry. Let's go back into our dashboard. And we are going to go back into our site, our appearance, go back into our menus, and then we can add a category. You can add a single category or a bunch of categories, but let's just add to the menu. And we're going to add NFL. Add to the menu. And boom, there's our NFL. So it's really not that hard to do. You can save the menu, go back to the post, and then you got the category NFL up there. Really not that hard to do, but you could do one category, call it blogs, or you can do, if this is nothing but a blog page, you could do home, and then all your different categories. You could do football, baseball, hockey, soccer, whatever you choose to do, but you can make your whole menu about those specific blogs that you're writing about. All right, that's going to conclude our Elementor or getting a website launched video. As you can see, it's really not that hard. Takes some playing around with, just getting used to. It might take you a week or so to build a decent website, to get all your information correct. And I would highly recommending, like checking every button, making sure everything works the way you want it to before launching your website. Don't be afraid to play around with stuff either. If you screw something up, you can always go back. And I'm going to do a plugin video next, just to show you how to use the different plugins and things like that. And one of them is called WP Reset. You can actually set your WordPress website back to where you originally loaded it into your onto your site. Right back to the very beginning theme. You can also, by the history, like I showed you earlier, go back to an earlier point on any particular build, on any particular page, on any particular category. It's not really that hard to do. Don't be afraid to play around with it. And like I said, if you are interested in high-speed, reliable, inexpensive web hosting, check us out at prohostcloud.com. Prohostcloud.com. If you use the discount coupon code discount50, I will give you 50% off any gold or platinum plan that's 1, 2, or 3 years long. 50% off. As I showed you earlier in the video, that's a substantial amount of money. I want to thank you for joining me today, and have a great night.